I'm gonna take my time on this one. This is like my first little video recording or whatnot. Um, Out here, working my side hustle and everything like that. And I always come across everybody from different walks of life, and I just basically dropped off um, a young man who is not from the States. But he was, he made his way to the States. He was in California, he told me. And then he came out to Texas. He was in Gary Job Corp. And, we talked about how, you can have a blessing in disguise. Sometimes when things don't work out right, it leads you to a new opportunity, or maybe even the opportunity that was truly meant for you in the first place. But, he was saying how, the program he was in is basically shut down and whatnot. And it just really made me go back and think about how a certain individual, and I'll just leave it at that, I have other adjectives that I can use to describe that individual, that person, but if I recall correctly, they said that, we need, people, we need HVAC workers, we need plumbers, we need carpenters, we need those blue collar workers, we need those people that get those certifications and whatnot. And for you to turn right back around and just gut the program that has existed for decades and decades, for you just to cut it off. Like, what type of individual are you? And the people who refuse to stand up to you. And it's just wild to me, that one individual is allowed to cause so much chaos, so much disruption. Just every day, it's all about taking something from someone. Never adding to, but always subtracting. Always making people's lives worse. And then you got the nerve to say you want a Nobel Peace Prize? And excuse my voice is getting a little high pitched because that happens sometimes when when the adrenaline gets to going. But you want a Nobel Peace Prize? I don't even know. There's a lot more that I want to say, but I'm just going to let that one go. Just pure tomfoolery. Every single day, it's just pure tomfoolery. I'm really hoping that people wake up and that that people start doing something about this. I mean, we are, but it's time to really come together. And it's time to get this entity and all of the enablers who allow him to just keep going and keep destroying. Nobel Peace Prize. You lost your mind in real life.